Greetings, divine beings. How are you? How are you? The song that's coming to me is a song by Kira Sheard called Free. I've been singing it all evening, all early this morning, and I had to come on here and share that with you. And it goes, I looked up the lyrics too. My Redeemer has saved me from sin. My soul is awakened. I am free from what held me. Free from what torn me mentally. You've captured me in my mind. I am free in my heart. If I am yours, I am free. So if you missed those lyrics, it says, my Redeemer has saved me from sin. My soul is awake. My soul is awakened. I live free from what held me, free from what fought me mentally. You've captured me. In my mind, I'm free. In my heart, if I'm yours, I am free. Oh, this eclipse energy is something. If you're new to my channel or if you're returning, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I love you. And I have about 4 decks with me, but I intuitively picked up this Black Moon Lilith deck. So this could be for somebody, right? Black Moon Lilith Cosmic Alchemy Oracle deck. Let's see the messages we have for the collective today. Okay. Now, I'm not too big on knowing exactly what the solar eclipses are verbatim. Of course, all of these transits that happen with the sun and with the moon, they are all cosmic resets of some sort. And according to what sign the sun or the moon is in while it's happening, it may affect your planetary houses or your sun sign directly. So, yeah. All right. Message for the collective. Give us one alchemy card. Mother Earth. Very fitting. Very fitting, because this is exactly what I want to talk about. And you see how those birds are flying above the tree? They're free. The title of this video is If I Am Bound, Then My Father Is Not Free. And what I mean by father, well, what the book means by father, or what I'm interpreting as, it's your consciousness. The father represents your mind. It represents knowledge. It represents power. It represents solar energy. And this solar eclipse is all about solar energy being activated and also transmuted from the old way of thinking to the newer way of thinking. Right? And it says Adama. Never pulled that card before either. But it's a powerful message. So I was a part of this group about 3 years ago, and they did 365 days of transformational healing out of a book called A Course in Miracles, abbreviation ACIM. And the lesson that I'm reflecting on today, and it just kept replaying in my mind, it's called Lesson 278. If I am bound, then my Father is not free. Meaning, if we are trapped in guilt, if we're trapped in fear, if we're trapped in what we think is supposed to be right, we are not free. If we don't understand that we are gods having a human experience and that we are not bound or limited by this 3D or 5D reality, if we can actually conceptualize that, then we are free. But if we cannot realize that, we aren't. We're bound here. What this spirituality, what this journey of spirituality actually takes you through is the realization that all is one and one is all. And we are all God consciousness in many different forms, right? We're all one with God. So if we're bound, if we can't move, if we don't have wings, if we are not sovereign, how could God be? So we really have to understand that we are more than just this body. We are more than just this head, this hair, this skin color. We're more than that. We are spiritual beings first, and we have a body. So we can actually come to that realization. We can actually move swiftly through this shift because this solar eclipse is a shift. And this is what I wanted to talk about with Mother Earth. This to me is the example of the shift. We're moving from 3D consciousness to 5D consciousness officially. You may have a lot of people right now, especially in the religious world, saying that we are in the last days. It's the end of times. There's so much going on with the world. There's all of this happening with the world because the world is actually shifting. The world is shifting. 444 on the clock as I'm saying this. 444 could actually be a significant number for you. Right? So I'm going to read the definition to this card. Let's read it. I've actually never pulled this card before, but it's Mother Earth, the number 16. The number 7 could be significant to you. You could be seeing 777. Okay. It says abundance is on its way and it's time for you to receive the world. When Adama shows up in an oracle reading, it's a sign from your guidance system in the universe that your wishes are well on the way. It'll all happen in divine timing, so patience is required. The lesson in this card is to tap into the magic that exists in nature all around you. Living in a modern society has disconnected us from our human birthright as earthly witches and wizards. Take time to commune with the stars, walk through the forest, place your toes in the sand at the beach. Set your intentions on practical, magical ritual outside. Have trust and faith that your manifestations are in process. The earth wants to give you what's best for you. Adam and Lilith were created from dust of Mother Earth. Adama. Adama is the Hebrew word for soil or ground in alchemy. Earth represents reality and structure and is one of the mystical elements needed to create matter in the physical realm. Water, air, and fire all stem from Earth as an energetic foundation. Things you can touch, see, or smell with your senses all are of the Earth. Earth is a metaphor for people, places, and things that align under this energetic signature. The Earth zodiac sign in astrology are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Each of these signs invoke the different way that the Earth energy moves and manifests in the world. Taurus invokes abundance, wealth, beauty, and fertility that we need to thrive and feel safe in this reality. Oh, excuse me. Virgo is the practicality and perfectionism of Earth that gets things done and the hard work required to make dreams a reality. Capricorn is associated with structure, leadership, and discipline, which are needed to create stability. The natural world holds powerful magic. Ground yourself in her magnetic power and splendor. That is a definite message for you. This is a message for the person who is shifting into the new world. We're literally moving into the new world. After this eclipse, there is going to be not just a literal shift, like you're going to see it with your eyes. You're going to be able to see who's spiritually dead with your eyes. You're going to see the spiritually living with your eyes more than you've ever been able to see it before. Before, you think people are just people. No, you're going to literally be able to tell who from who. This is this is above racism. This is above classism. This is energy. We are seeing people based on their energy and their aura and their vibration and their frequency. And this is how people, I'm not going to say will be judged, but uh people will be monitored in those ways moving forward. Your birthday is really significant. Whoever is in this chat, whoever is here on this live, your birthday is going to be a big deal for you. A big deal. Big deal. I would advise you to start preparing now. 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 But Mother Earth, whoever I'm tapped into, you're connected. A lot of people may not see this message, but it's not meant for everyone to see this message. Just the other day, I had hundreds, thousands of people in my live. And today I have such a small number because I know that this message is resonant with the people who are on the shift and who have made the shift. And that's not everybody. 222 on the timer as I say that. And a lot of people in your life, they're going to feel some kind of way. And it's not that you're acting different. It's not that you're being different. You're being who you've been divinely called to be. And you cannot be nothing else. In order to even resonate on the new earth frequency, you have to be who you are called to be. That's the only way. If you are still in a facade, if you are still faking the funk, if you are still lying to people about who you are, you won't make it. And that's facts. Like, sorry, New York and me came out. Born in Harlem, raised in the Bronx. That's facts. Okay? And since God is perfect freedom and love, we are created a part of him. We are him. Look at this. I was just saying Adam and Lilith. Lilith pops out. This is the original woman on the deck. This is what I'm tapped into. I'm tapping into some original energy. This is, do you see this? Someone may be having a Kundalini awakening. Owls can be significant. The number 13 could be significant. I'm tapping into somebody who is getting ready to connect to. If you're not connected to now, you're getting ready to tap into a supernatural force. I promise you. This is the energy. And this is what the Bible means by many are called, few are chosen. Lilith is the woman who was here before Adam and Eve. She was the darkness. When you hear Genesis 1, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth was without void, and the darkness was upon the face of the deep. The darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. That Spirit of God in the dark upon the face of the deep is Lilith. She is the dark moon, black moon, Lilith. there's a black moon going across the sun. That's solar eclipse energy. The black moon is covering the sun. It's covering our consciousness. It's changing our consciousness. The solar energy, the sun energy represents the masculine, the patriarchal mind, our patriarchal society, the way we think, the way we communicate, the way we navigate in this earthly realm. It's all masculine. And the black moon Lilith, the original woman, this energy, this mother of creation and creativity, this dark essence is moving over the sun, aka it's upgrading the sun's frequency. It's changing the consciousness. As above, so below. Our sun signs will be affected. Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Aries, maybe Libra. I'm seeing Taurus too will be heavily affected during this solar eclipse, and it's happening tomorrow actually. So be prepared. Lilith, she was considered rebellious. They kicked her out of all of major religions. She is out of the Bible. Because she's considered disobedient. She wasn't the woman that went with the patriarchal society, or she wasn't the woman made in the patriarch's image. Eve is. She's the original woman. But they don't talk about her. But we're going to talk about her today. Next card I got out is Soul Ascension. You could be a life path number 11, life path number 1, but your soul is ascending. This is what this message is for. This is why I'm on here, because I am called to talk to souls that are ascending. And if you're not in this ascension at this moment, you will be very soon. Very soon. It's only a matter of time. The earth cannot, but it's actually time for the earth. I hate to say this, but the population is supposed to shrink. And there's going to be a lot of natural disasters. There's going to be a lot of plagues, a lot of diseases. COVID was an example. COVID got rid of a lot of dead energy that conforms, sheeple energy. Sheeple energy is being wiped off the planet more easily now, more than it ever has been. And it's for a reason. The earth mother is cleaning herself up. She's trying to make the earth Eden again. And in order to do that, you have to go back. You have to bring in the divine feminine energy. You have to bring in the mother of creation. You have to bring in the divine feminine essence in order for it to come back in, but not toxic femininity. The divine alchemy, divine mother creation energy. So a lot of you, I'm seeing a timeline shift for you. You're going to shift overnight, some of you. And for everybody, it's not going to be comfortable. Look at this. Division and integration. This is the rapture. Literally division and integration. Like, you know that energy where they say in the Bible, you're going to be caught up. And what they mean by caught up, this is the rapture. 3D is considered hell at this point. 3D is that lower based energy rooted in fear, anxiety, guilt, shame, not living in your purpose, working a job that is not aligned with you, just doing things and eating things and being in places that aren't aligned with you. This energy of misalignment is that 3D consciousness. It's that 3D energy. 5D, this is what they mean when they say the kingdom of heaven on earth, right? The kingdom of heaven is being activated here on earth now. And those who have been called, many are called, few are chosen. If you've been called and you've been chosen, it is time to get caught up. And those of you who have not made the shift, you will remain in the other world. We're in the age of Aquarius now. We're officially out of the age of Pisces. If you are still in that old energy, you're going to be left there. You're going to turn into a pillar of salt. I'm not even trying to come on here and even be this way, because usually I'm in a more lighthearted energy, but this energy feels so serious, like you have to tighten it up a little bit. Freedom is our natural state of being, because that's God's natural state of being. So if there are places in our life where we are not free, then God isn't in your life. God can't move unless you do. The Most High can't move unless you move. If you are, look at this. I was just saying this. Divine feminine awakening. This was what was on the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, I can feel this energy. It is very strong. It is very strong. It even had me cover up my head today because I could feel it so intently. Okay. So let me read the Lilith card for you and what the Lilith card means. Okay. We can't suppress the divine no more. It's over. It says when Lilith shows up in a reading, it's time to unleash who you truly are. Where have you allowed others to demonize, suppress, or control you? Stand in your power like the dark mother of creation once did. Lilith was rebellious and untamed like a wild tree. In ancient occult symbology, the tree is tied to goddesses, fertility, and the divine feminine. Unfortunately, her roots were uprooted, and she was um, outed from paradise. This oracle card invokes her wild and rebellious nature. She, like other empowered women in biblical texts, was painted as vengeance seeking demon to instill fear and submission in women. In her story, in the Talmud, Lilith was the first woman before Eve. God created Adam and Lilith from the dust, as opposed to Eve, who came from Adam's rib. She was painted as a scorned woman who disobeyed her husband, Adam, when he demanded that she submit and lie beneath him during sex. She refused, defied God and Adam, and left the Garden of Eden to never return. For this act, she was turned into a demon and cursed for eternity. Lilith's biblical story shows the importance of harmonizing and integrating the dark, divine masculine and feminine shadows in this world. Neither one is better than the other. Both are needed and valid. Her archetype and plight are a vessel for collective healing. When we resolve this ancient wound within ourselves individually, we are shifting humanity. After careful study and research, I have coined the term Black Moon Lilith Rising to describe people who have the Black Moon Lilith conjunct ascendant on their first house of self. If this is in your birth chart, you are indeed walking a Lilith archetype in Black Moon Lilith Rising. Step into your sovereignty. Show your untamed and wild nature. This is so on point. If you look at the title of the video, I hashtag sovereign because this is what the reading is about. This is about your sovereignty. Actually, that's the hashtag that I put on my channel because you don't know how important it is. I'm trying to tell you this energy is serious. I'm hearing that song by Nipsey Hussle. How does it go? How did it go? Bitch, I graduated. Call me Big Fish. I forgot how it go. She say, "Oh, you rich rich." Bitch, I graduated. Call me Big Fish. Right? Something about you has ascended. Yeah, you ascended. Oh my gosh. The divine feminine is showing up and showing up. Mary Magdalene. Whoo, I'm not gonna even get into her energy, but she's fierce. And she is actually Jesus Christ's biggest secret. Mary Magdalene. Anyway, let's go to Soul Ascension, number 38. Number 11 could be really significant. 1111, you born on the 11th, one life path, you may be 38 years old. Okay. This is talking about shadow work, you guys. Okay. When the coagulation card appears, you are empowered in your purpose and channeling the energy of your sun sign. I had said there was something really significant about your sun sign right now because the eclipse, it's the black moon going across the sun. Check your first house placements. Check your first house placements. This is really important. It says your soul's gold is shining through. Allow it to emanate and shine for the world to see. The sun in astrology represents the life purpose and alignment in your birth chart. New opportunities, life decisions, and changes in direction are manifesting for you at a faster rate. When you are in this phase, be mindful of perfectionist habits and gently release them as there is no perfection. Practice presence. Associated with gold and sun, coagulation is when you are nearing the end of a magnum opus. This is the sixth phase of the alchemical magnum opus, which is a culmination of all the ascension and healing work you've done thus far. You have found and embodied your higher self and true essence in this lifetime. I know that's true. Congratulations. Congratulations to you. You on this channel, you have, because I have been warned that I will be talking to a group of people that will be finding their higher self, that will be tapping into their higher self. That's already connected to their higher self. If you're not connected to it, you are it already. Or if you aren't it, you're on your way. You're on your way. Okay, one more black moon. What do you want? What is the black moon? That was it. Confirmation. I started the reading with this card. I'm ending the reading with this card. However, a card is in the back, but this is a confirmation. I'm getting ready to get out of these cards, and the same card pops right out. I do see Black Moon Lilith in Leo. I've never read this card before. It says, allow your light to shine. Number 5 can be significant. 555. There is a relationship that is really significant during this time. Okay, this could definitely be affecting your fifth house. Black moon in Pisces at the bottom. You need to honor your boundaries and practice spirituality and practicality, balance spirituality and practicality at this time. But that's very significant. Black moon Lilith in Leo. Never seen this one. Check your chart. You may have Lilith in Leo. I would check your chart if I were you. I would go to cafeastrology.com, put in your date of birth, your address. Not your address. Why did I say that? Put in your date of birth, your time of birth. All right. So it says express your authentic light to release the need for others' approvals. The opportunity to share your gifts with the world is here. The question is, are you ready for this moment? Self sabotage can come up, smothering this fiery self expression. This oracle card is asking for you to deflect the judgment you may receive from others. Power struggles around your spotlight can also come up. The zodiac sign Leo represents the child, symbolized by the royal lion and ruled by the bright and energetic sun. When the black moon Lilith in Leo, Your self expression and identity are powerful, but you can experience backlash or jealousy from others. On top of this, you may also have had to take the role of an adult as a child. Healing your inner child is a powerful for this Lilith placement. Marilyn Monroe, a Black Moon Lilith rising Leo, was a child bride, married at the age of 16 before she was discovered. Allow yourself to release the judgment of others and identify your creative truth. Indulge yourself in hobbies or creative endeavors that fuel your fire. The way to heal this shadow of self suppression is to release the need for external validation from others. The belief in yourself is all the magic that you need. Dark Divine Feminine Shadow Work. Wow, it's actually shadow work for this card. I think this is for everybody, whether you have a Black Moon Lilith in Leo or not. Dark Divine Feminine Shadow Work. You are a divine goddess of creation, like Lilith. It is time to honor your gifts and allow the world to see all that you have to offer. If you have been working on a creative idea, now is the time to have courage to show it. Dark Divine Masculine Shadow Work. If you love someone who is show stopping, if you love someone who is a show stopping prize, at the same time you also don't want to feel upstage. True love, though, doesn't require the dimming of another light in order to shine. Be brave. This world needs your gifts. Now is the time. Now is not the time to dim your light. I love this Black Moon Lilith in Leo, how it's doing divine feminine shadow work and masculine work. And Leo rules the sun. So I'm telling you, but when I started this reading, I had said it's something about solar energy. It is something about the sun energy that's really important, your masculine energy. So actually, I would actually take a solar bath if I were you. I would wear the colors orange, yellow, wear citrine, wear carnelian, wear red jasper, um, a sunstone. There's so many different stones you could tap into. All right. So we stepping it up. Okay. I thought I was gonna go ahead and get into the Moonology Oracle, but the Gateway Light, the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle is calling me. And I don't have a definition book for this. So whatever comes out, comes out. All right. These are messages to activate ancient wisdom from within. Okay. These are really Stargate messages. And I feel like we're hitting on these Stargate messages because we're going through a portal. And that black moon is a black hole, it's a portal. Okay. All right. We cannot be bound, you guys. We cannot be limited to this 3D perception, what this matrix created for us. It's killing us. It's killing our soul, not being our authentic selves, not being who we were called to be. It's really killing us. And this is why all of these readers and tarot readers and oracles are out now, because we can't keep the message in. We have to say something too. A lot of us are introverts. A lot of us don't even like being on camera. A lot of us don't even like being in public places or even being seen. A lot of us grew up in religious churches and religious backgrounds. I know I did. I sang gospel my whole life. I lived in church. I worked for my grandfather's organization, and he's a pastor of a nonprofit organization uh, under Catholic Charities, under Sisters of Charities, which was under Catholic Charities. And it was very hard to make the transition over from being Christian, all these pastors in your family, you know, working in the church, being in the church, to being a channeler for divine messages and light codes and deities and angels. Like, this is something, it's just not a thing. I didn't start with this. I actually started being a numerologist first. But this came to me in 2016, 2015. And I started reading cards in 2017. And I've been giving out the messages since, and I can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop because it's my calling. It's my calling. The world is awakening. I had to step out the paradigm of religion, and if I didn't, I don't know where I would be. I really don't. I don't. All right. Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. Order of Melchizedek. Embraced by light, mission uncovered. Don't give up. Don't give up. God has chosen you to do a gift, to practice your gift, to share your gift. I could be talking to an Aquarius. Yes, I know we need systems. I know we need to work a 9 to 5 sometimes, but it's really a mindset. And I dare you to shift. You need to shift. Some of you need to start eating plant based. Some of you need to start listening to frequency music when you're going to sleep. Some of you need to reprogram your minds. For some of you, just simply need to fast because God has a message in you and He's trying to get it out of you. Source Creator is trying to get this message out of you. You're not meant to just be a consumer, you're meant to be a producer. And if you have vibrated to the frequency of this channel, to my message and other messages similar to mine, this is not entertainment. I know we have to put as a disclaimer for entertainment purposes, but if you find yourself watching a lot of content and it sounds similar to mine, or you get this feeling in your gut and you know you're called to do more, and you know it may be out of, the bubble of religion, you need to follow that gut or you will really regret it. Third eye activation. You guys are pulling the energy of the deck. This is how serious the alignment is right now. And notice all the colors that I'm pulling, they're the colors that I'm wearing. It's this indigo, it's this blue color. It's because it's time to speak up. The blue rules the throat chakra, the purple is the crown, and the combination is the third eye chakra. Hence the reason I put uh, the silver on my third eye today. Look at this. Venusian Galactic Council, answer the call. Answer the call. 1111, answer the call. When you see 111, answer the call. When you see 444, answer the call. 222, answer the call. This is the Galactic Federation reaching out. This is the Venusian Galactic Council reaching out to you. Oh my goodness. And right now, this is why nobody's in the chat. If you view this video later, God bless you. And may the Creator protect you while you're on your mission, because this message is not for everybody and it's okay. So, karmic board clearing. Do y'all see these colors? Do y'all see this energy? Akashic Stargate. The Akashic records are open. The karmic board is clearing. Energetic clearing. Rewrite your story. Live your truth. You're free. You're free. Say this affirmation with me. I had typed up an affirmation, and you might want to affirm this during the day. One, it says, God's will for me is freedom. If God's will for me is freedom, I cannot be bound. If I accept illusions of limitation, I forget my Father's freedom and mine. So today I choose truth. If I accept the limits, if I accept the illusions of limitation, I forget my ancestors' freedom. Not just your father's, you forget your ancestors' freedom. Today I choose the truth. Do you know how many people it took for you to be here, for you to look at me through a screen, for you to listen to this message? Live your truth. You're paid for. You're paid for. All right. Any belief in bondage or sin, any, or suffering is actually an illusion and not the truth of who we are. So let's actually read the course. I guess I won't be doing any readings today because there's no one in this message. So, and that's all right with me. It allows me to focus on you more. I'm actually not distracted, right? And so I'm coming in with the ACIM. Okay, and it says, if I am bound, my Father is not free. If I accept that I am a prisoner within a body, in a world in which all things that seem to live appear to die, then is my Father prisoner with me. And this do I believe. When I maintain the laws the world obeys, must I obey. The frailties and the sins which I perceive are real and cannot be escaped. If I am bound in any way, I do not know my Father nor myself. And I am lost to all reality, for the truth is free, and what is bound is not a part of truth. The prayer for this is, Father, I ask nothing but the truth. I have had many foolish thoughts about myself and my creation, and I have brought a dream of fear into my mind. Today I would not dream. I choose the way to you instead of mad to you. I choose the way to you instead of madness and instead of fear. For truth is safe and only love is sure. All right. I need some advice. We need some advice for you. Hey, Crystal. Thank you for being here, divine being. You a real one, literally. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. So I'm going to ask the angels for advice for you. How to navigate this solar eclipse energy. You're welcome. Advice for all the divine beings in the room or who come across this channel. Give me one message, angels. Ooh, many answers. But what flipped out is pray. Pray fell right on the floor. Wow. Okay. Pray and self-reflection. So there goes that shadow work. You're being asked to do shadow work. And I also got patience. Everybody won't be left behind. You just need some patience. But pray. I'm hearing that song by Lauryn Hill. How did it go? Zion. Whoa, the crazy circumstance. I knew his life deserved a chance, but everybody told me to be smart. Look at your career, they say. Lauren, baby, use your head. But instead, I chose to use my heart. Okay, yeah, that's significant. Um, I believe that she was up and coming. She was in the calling or in the rise to really make it big in Hollywood. And her team, her production company, her label did not want her to have a baby. And that's why they're saying, look at your career, they say. Lauren, baby, use your head. But instead, I chose to use my heart. That is very significant because it all ties into this message. That's the only way you're going to be in Zion. That's the only way that you're going to get to Zion. That's the only way you're going to find your joy. Now the joy of my world is in Zion. Right. In Zion, that's heaven. That's the kingdom. That's God. That's the creator. She chose to use her heart instead of her head. She chose to use love. She chose to do the right thing. She chose to tap into her divine feminine energy and give birth to creation, to give birth to her creation. Right? She didn't care about what people said. And this energy is talking about you being rebellious, get becoming that person, using your heart. This reminds me of what happened during COVID. People had to make a decision. Like you either get this jab or you lose your job. And some people said, to hell with the job. I'm I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and move on with my life. And some people gave up really good jobs. Some people gave up their careers. Some people gave up the ability to be with family and to be with their loved ones. And but then some of y'all spoke to God and y'all was out. Y'all was out. Some of you guys just left and took care of yourselves. And some of you decided to, hey, I need this job. I'm bound. I'm not free. If I don't take this, I won't eat. So it's that kind of energy. Like you're being called to really use your heart, to really use your intuition, to really tap in. Like there's no, well, the doctor said this, and it ain't what the doctor says. It's about what God says. It's about what the Creator says. It's what the God in you says. There's no, there's no more believing in the government and authority. What is that? You're sovereign. You are the authority. And that is the energy that Lilith is trying to get us to tap into your power. Right? You are the sovereign being. You are protected. You are God having a human experience. You're free. You don't need anybody. This is what you need. You see this purple? I'm tapped in. We tapped in. Shout out to you guys. You tapped in. Anyway, if you don't have any questions, boy, I feel this energy is so strong. This is such a divine message. But make a wish and pray. Pray. Crystal, pray. It's crystal clear. Crystal is crystal clear. Thank you for being here, Crystal. Thank you for bringing that energy here with your name. Look what God said. You're special. And everyone who comes across this live, yes, you are. You really are. You really special. If you was here the other days, my chat was going crazy because I was more so on a more mundane topic in a way. Like, yeah, I was tapping into some Christ consciousness, but I was still on the mundane side too. And unfortunately, a lot of people come to tarot just to know if their boyfriend is cheating on them, or if, very, very mundane. This is not what we invoke the angels and deities and ancestors for. They can care less about that's a whole nother topic. But they can care less. They can care less. They want you to know your power. I believe that that's how the ancestors even get to talk to a lot of people is they draw them in with, a love relationship, and then a reader taps into something else, and then it leads them to think a certain thought, and they tap into some. It's a journey. So for the people who came in through love, I'm with you. I did too. When I heard my first reading that popped up on my For You page, it was actually hitting on a love relationship that I was in. And it actually led me to this path in some kind of way, some kind of strange way. So it usually starts like that. The ancestors and the angels and the Most High has a very funny way of getting its message to you, whether you're looking for it or not. So, but yeah, hopefully came out again. Divine purpose. Divine purpose. Purpose is out here. That's what we tapping into. If you're not walking in your purpose, it's going to be very hard to exist on this earth. Well, the earth as we once knew it, you'll be able to exist there. But the kingdom of heaven that they talk about in the Bible, when they talk about your kingdom spouse or the new world or the new world order, yeah, that's what's happening now. That's the shift that's happening. Trump is the final Trump. When they talk about the last Trump, the last trumpet to blow in the Bible, that's Trump. He blew once before in our presidency, and this is probably his last term. It's the last trumpet. Trump Trump Towers. Think about Trump Towers. Think about the tower card in tarot. He has towers. He's also the tower card where civilizations fall. Him being in office, buildings are going to fall, civilizations are going to fall, governments are going to fall. Things are meant to change. Things are meant to change. Things are going to shift. And he's the last trumpet, and he is making the shift. He is the last president to put certain things in order because it's time for America to shift. It's time for the globe to shift. And America is the power. I don't even know why I'm getting into this, but that's a whole nother reading in itself. Show us the energy, moon energy. Prosperity lies ahead. Prosperity lies ahead. Work through your fears. This is talking about shadow work. Y'all see this black moon energy? We have a new moon coming up too. Y'all see all of this black moon energy? Look at this purple. You tap into your fears. It's harvest season, baby. That harvest is coming. That harvest is coming. One more. Show us the energy. Show us the energy. I see a win-win outcome is in the forecast, but that didn't come out, but I see it. I see it. Show us the energy. Show us the energy. Show us this moon energy. Where are we? Surrender to the divine. I can't make this up. Your crown chakra is tingling. This purple. Wear some purple. Wear some indigo. I knew I came on with the right message. These colors are confirming. These colors are, wow, they are really surrender to the divine. Surrender to the divine with divine purpose. Do y'all see this? Do you see this? Oh my God. Blue moon, believe in the impossible. That tried to come out. One more final card for the collective. Wow. More purple. I can't make this up. Bring love into the situation. Bring love into the situation. Look at this blue and purple energy. My God. My God. Okay. I love you. If you have been in the video, if you've been on the chat this long, please like, please share, please subscribe. If you like a personal reading with me, I'm available. Obviously, I can get your energy a lot better if we have a one on one. So, yeah, if you'd like to book a reading with me, you can go to underscore divine9 on Instagram and type on my Calendly, go to the booking page, and you can book and schedule a reading with me, or you can just email me your questions at 360divinity@gmail.com. I do half an hour sessions, and up to 2 hours, 2.5 hour sessions. So, yeah. And I like to have a good time. So, yeah, if you feel called to this message, if you feel like this message resonated with you in any capacity, please feel free to message me on Instagram at underscore divine9, or you can just go to my page and book me under the booking page. All right. All right, no problem, Crystal. Win-win outcome is in your forecast. It's got to be for crystals. This is some crystal. Crystals are really important. I don't know. You may need to go, girl. You may need to go get an amethyst. Everybody on this chat or who makes it to this video, you may need to get an amethyst. This purple energy is going crazy on me right now. All right, that has been your message. I love you. I love you. I love you. And be blessed and step into your power during the solar eclipse. The energy is real. It's real.